Happy holidays, everyone! Welcome back to Prieto TV. We are back for Prietology. This time, episode 3 of season 3, which is about biology. Remember last time we talked about the variety of life? Wow, that took way too long. That was 19 terms to do. Yeah, thankfully today we only have 8. So yeah, today's topic is going to be about the body system. So circulatory, respiratory, integumentary, lymphatic. Some of those you may not even know. But no worries, we will talk about those today. Like I said, happy holidays, as you can see. Festive spirits, Christmas special coming up, don't forget about that. So yeah, let's review our key terms. And also at the end, I have a fundraiser to announce that you can take part of. So yeah, let's review our key terms. So, looking at our key terms today, like I said, we have 8. We have fewer than last time, thank goodness. We have I don't know if you can see me anymore, but we have circulatory, respiratory system, skeletal, and muscular system. I'm putting them into one group. Digestive system, nervous system, immunity system, lymphatic, and integumentary system. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, let's get started. We have term number 1, the circulatory system. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this one before. This is made of the heart, the blood, the red blood cells, that's what I said RBC stands for. These help transfer nutrients around the body and through the blood vessels like arteries and veins and capillaries. So basically the circulatory system is the transportation system. It brings nutrients to all the cells in the body, giving them energy for ATP, which as we learned is adenosine triphosphate, which gives them energy. The heart is an organ that basically is the engine of the circulatory system car. It pumps the blood throughout the body. The red blood cells are basically kind of like the train carriages that carry all the stuff around. They carry oxygen from the lungs and nutrients like iron and potassium that you need for your body. They transport them to the cells. Oxygenated blood looks red, so like when you prick yourself and your blood starts to come out of your body, that's oxygenated blood. That's blood that has oxygen. And the blue blood that is usually found in veins, like sometimes if you look at your wrist here, you can see your veins. That's deoxygenated blood, or blood that has not carried oxygen yet. And that's why when your blood seeps out of your fingers, it's red, because it has contact with the oxygen-rich air. Fun fact about the circulatory system, the heart usually pumps about 793,000 gallons, or 3 million liters of blood in 1 year. About, I think, the average adult heart. So yeah, let's move on to the second term. Alright, our second term of the day is the respiratory system. The respiratory system is made of a bunch of little complex parts like the trachea, the larynx, the pharynx, I think is one of them. But the main part, as we all know, the lungs, the things that inhale and exhale oxygen. So the lungs inhale the oxygen, which the red blood cells actually are connected. So in the lungs there's these little tiny sacs called alveoli. Those are surrounded by blood vessels, so the red blood cells collect the oxygen and transport it throughout the body. So basically, the respiratory system and the circulatory system work together to keep the body rich with oxygen. And then when you exhale, like I just did right now, you exhale carbon dioxide waste made from cellular respiration. So basically this body uses the nutrients and basically that's just the waste product. And you exhale it as carbon dioxide. So when you talk, you are technically exhaling carbon dioxide like I am right now. So like I said, there's oxygen made for the red blood cells to transport around the body. The lungs are able to expand and de-expand using a muscle called the diaphragm, which is just below the lungs. Fun fact, if you stretch out all of the lungs airways, like the little tiny vessels that go, like the little tiny pipes that go basically everywhere, it would equal 1,500 miles of pipage, or 2,400 kilometers. Alright, let's go next term. Alright, we are on to our third term. I decided to mend these two together, so the skeletal and the muscular system I decided to do together because basically they're almost the same thing. Sometimes people call them the skeletal muscular system. I don't know, but I'm calling them skeletal and muscular system. So yeah, we got skeletal and muscular. They are made up of, well, you can guess, skeleton and the muscles. They support the body framework, so that's the skeleton job. They basically supply the framework for your body. Without it, you'd just be a pile of flesh wandering around everywhere. The movement of the body is the muscle's responsibility. So when you go like this, when you move your arms and legs and stuff around, that is your muscles expanding and contracting so they can move. So like the muscles go this way, they pull and push so your body can move. And of course controlled by your brain. There are 3 types of muscles found in the body. The first is skeletal muscle. The skeletal muscle is, well, muscle attached to the bone. So like your arms, your hands, your legs, your feet, your head, those all use skeletal muscle. Smooth muscle is a very special muscle found in organs. So your organs like the stomach, the liver, the lungs, basically all of them are found, not all of them, but most of them are found with smooth muscle, so those are fit for a very special environment. And the really, really special one, the third type, is cardiac muscle. That is only found one place in the body, and that is the heart. Since the heart beats so much like this all the time, it needs a muscle that won't tear when it goes like this all the time, that won't wear out. That is cardiac muscle. It is only found in the heart. The bones are filled with a really mushy like substance called marrow. Marrow is kind of like, it's inside the bone. So the marrow is kind of like the resource depot of the bones. It stores all the nutrients brought from the circulatory system by the red blood cells. So the red blood cells drop some nutrients off and help the bone grow. The muscles help move the blood around the body. So here, picture a straw. When the blood goes down the leg, so like you have your leg, it has to go back up to go to the heart. So if you get a straw and you have some fluid in it, you pinch the straw up, and eventually the fluid comes out. That's basically the same thing with the muscles do. They squeeze the blood up until it gets back to the heart. And when it's back to the heart, the current goes. Fun fact about skeletal system, the total weight of the average adult human skeleton is 20 pounds. All of your bones in your body weigh about 20 pounds. The smallest bone, I think, is called the hammer bone. It's in your ear. It's one of these really, really small ones that make up your ear. Or 20 pounds is the same as 9 kilograms in metric, which is better. Alright, our fourth term of today, the digestive system. I'm pretty sure you guys all heard of this. Includes stomach, liver, intestines, both intestines, the gallbladder, if you did not know that, the pancreas, the liver. It includes a lot of them. They basically, their main goal, break down food into available nutrients, and then those nutrients get picked up by, you guessed it, red blood cells of the circulatory system to be thrown up around the body. The stomach is one of the main components. Without it, it breaks up food with acid, which, if you did not know which acid's in your stomach, it's hydrochloric acid. Don't touch it unless you don't want to have fingers anymore. The liver is also a really important one. It basically collects nutrients and basically from the blood and processes it. So basically it's a processing machine. And usually one of the main responsibilities is processing hazardous substances like alcohol. If you drink too much alcohol, it can damage your liver. Into usable stuff, like some things that comes from it, CO2. I think acetaldehyde? I don't know. I'll have to see what. The intestines, both the small intestine usually, suck up the nutrients using these little filaments that are lined in it. So say this is the small intestine tract. These little filaments that go like this and suck up nutrients. And then, you guess where they go. To the red blood cells of the circulatory system, and they go around the cell, transporting it everywhere. Fun fact about digestive system, the liver, which is a real biggie, it's a real big organ, makes up 2% of your body weight. That's a lot. So basically, take your weight. Mine's is, oh, hold on, I have a calculator near me. Hold on. Here, I have this little graphing calculator here. My weight is about 60 kilograms. And if I times it by 0.002, the liver is 1 kilogram in my body. My liver is about 1 kilogram-ish, I think. That is a pretty big weight. Alright, we're on to our fifth term. We got 3 terms after this to go, so we are making good progress. The nervous system, this is another really cool one. Actually, this is one of my favorites. The nervous system is made up of nerves, basically line all throughout your body. Literally every single touchable part of your body has nerves. The brain and your 5 senses basically make it up. So your touch is from your hands and your body. Your hearing is from your ears, smell from your nose, taste from your mouth, and sight from your eyes. Basically, those are the three main parts of your nervous system, including your spinal cord, which you can guess runs down your spine. That is basically a major part of your nervous system. Basically what it does, it gives commands using electric impulses for the nerves. Yes, you have electricity in your nerves, if you did not know that. To muscles for them to move around and sense the environment. So if you didn't have your nerves, you wouldn't be able to feel what your environment feels like. You wouldn't be able to smell, taste, touch. And it also moves your muscles. So that's why when people are paralyzed sometimes, when say your leg is paralyzed, your brain is not able to send commands to the nerves in your legs to move anymore. The brain connects to the spinal cord, which connects to the body. So the back of the brain, it goes down the spinal cord, then the spinal cord branches out to the rest of your body, like your arms, hands, feet, leg, all that stuff. The brain, as you can guess, is the central hub of the nervous system and your body. Without your brain, you can't do anything in your body. You'd be dead. You wouldn't even exist in the first place. Fun fact. The brain is made up of 100 billion nerve cells. Wow, that's a lot. 100 billion nerve cells just to think and do everything in life, and the central hub. Yeah, let's move on to our third to last term. Alright, we are almost done. We are on term number 6. Alright, the immunity system, also sometimes called the immune system. I call it the immunity system because it's easier to remember. This is made up of white blood cells, sounds similar to red blood cells. I know I keep pointing at this because it's a very simple and important body system. Super important. You cannot live without a circulatory system. White blood cells, T cells, B cells, and a bunch of other small microorganisms that basically their main goal, defense. Defend your body against foreign invaders like bacteria and viruses that could destroy your body. So basically the white blood cells are located in the blood, you can guess because white blood cells. They basically monitor it, and if they find someone, they just attack and destroy it. There's some other ones in the blood, but we don't need to get into that. And then there's B cells, B as in boy, and T cells, and T as in taco. That's literally the first thing I can think of. B cells and T cells that work together in the body, and the lymphatic system, which we will get to next term actually. They monitor the body for invaders, so kind of like basically their main goal, defend the body. B cell finds the invaders, so basically they're on the lookout, and T cell gets the job done and basically destroys the invaders. So that's why some people with HIV or AIDS, they don't have this defense, so if they get something like even as simple as a common cold, that could kill them because they don't have this defense against their body. So their body basically doesn't have white blood cells, B cell and T cell, and they don't really have any defense whatsoever. Alright, let's get to the second to last term.
One new notification.
Alright, we got our second to last term before we get to the final term. Term number 7. This is probably one you guys may have not heard of before. This is called the lymphatic system. It's I think it's one of the most overlooked ones, but it's super important in your body. You basically can't live without any of these. You all need this. Lymphatic system. This is made of two basic components. Lymph, oh gosh. Lymph, lymph, the spleen, and T cell and B cell, which are also part of the immunity system. Basically, this is very, very similar to the circulatory system. Basically, this is a system of vessels throughout the body that remove the body of waste. So basically, these are kind of like the trash collectors that pick up worn out cells and all that stuff. Lymph is very similar to blood, and it basically has almost the same component except it's not red and not blue. It's like a clear, salty liquid that is like the blood of the lymphatic system. It's the juice that keeps the engine running. The spleen is kind of like the engine. It cleans up the lymphatic system. So yeah, it cleans up the lymphatic system. It's kind of like the main hub. It cleans the body. So basically it's like where the trash goes, the trash disposal. Fun fact, the lymph node size, so like the little connecting points between lymph vessels, is about 0.04 to 0.8 inches in diameter, or 1 to 20 millimeters, so incredibly small. And these, of course, line out through the entire body. Alright, let's get to the last term. Alright, final term here. We have Prietology season episode 3 of the human machine. Basically, these are the ingredients to make the human machine. This is the one that tops it off. This is the outer shell of the human machine. The integumentary system. This is also a quite overlooked one. Basically, it's made up of your nails on your fingers, your hair, your skin, and your sweat glands that are embedded in your head. Basically, main job, protect. Basically, it's like the border between the body, everything inside, and the outside world. I would sometimes commend the integumentary system as one of the most, if not the most important thing in the body, because without it, you're kind of gone. The skin is basically, like I said, the border between your body and the outside world. Sweat glands embedded in your head are helped to cool down the body, so it's like, oh, I'm too hot. And then the sweat glands start seeping out a salty sweat, which has salt in it, to cool down the body. That's why you sweat a lot in hot weather. Nails and hair, which are also really important, so your nails and your hair, which you can see right there from me, are made of a protein, which we'll learn about later, called keratin. hold on, K-E-A-R-T-I-N. Keratin. No. K-E-R-A-T-I-N. I think, yeah, I already spelled it right. Okay. Yeah, we're made of a protein called keratin. We'll learn about proteins later, actually. Fun fact about the integumentary system. The nails, the growth rate of your nails, grow about 0.02 inches or 0.5 millimeters per week. That's about the same pace that the rate of the Earth, like the rate of the Earth, like tectonic plates move. That is incredibly slow. Hold on, I have to do it right. No, that wasn't good. No, hold on. No. There, we're gonna go with that. Okay, let's get on to announcements. We got some good announcements today. Alright, so that's it. Episode 3 done. We got 2 more episodes in this series to go in season 2. So yeah, let's keep on rolling. Alright, announcements. 1 year ago, or I think 2 years ago, I made an announcement about a fundraiser called Team Trees. Here's the clip.
You know Mr. Beast? He just reached, I think, 20 million subscribers, and he's like, oh, I should celebrate. He helped a fundraiser called Team Trees. He's going to try to raise 20 million trees.
Oh, it's over. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that was 1 year ago, Team Trees. Introducing Team Seas. Basically kind of like part 2. Donate, people. We're going to clean up the ocean. We're trying to get 20 million pounds? $20 million raised. If you donate $1, that equals 1 pound of garbage out of the ocean. Great cause, people. Get involved. They want to get 20 million by the end of the year. So yes, you heard me. And exactly right now where I'm filming this is December 4th. And basically 27 days they want to raise $20 million, guys. I have already donated. So yeah, let's get 20 million by the end of the year. So yeah, donate at teamseas.org. The link is in the description below. Next video is Turmoil. We're starting a new game, and also another game is coming soon. So basically how the rest of the year is going to work, how I have planned next week on December 18th, that is Turmoil. The 24th will be the Christmas special at 12, and then the new game will be Formula 1. Yes, you heard me right. Formula 1. We're doing racing. We're going to race on a racetrack. Not in real life, though. Yeah, we're going to do a racing game. I've never done it professionally before, so yeah, it's going to be fun to do. Formula 1. That'll be fun. So basically, it's like the Formula 1 game, so yeah, that's going to be cool. Next episode, episode 4, will be about plants. Yes, you heard me right. This thing, and this thing right here. We're going to learn about what they are. We're going to learn about basically their anatomy, what's chlorophyll, what's a plant cell. Yeah, that's all next year, actually. Yeah, we start that next year. Yeah, that'll be fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in 2 weeks for the brand new premiere of Turmoil. See ya.